Hello Intermediate North Dolphins. I'd like to welcome all of our incoming 6th graders and our new students to Intermediate North, the home of the Dolphins. I want to start by thanking you for taking time out of your busy schedules and the last week of your summer vacation to take a look at our orientation. We recognize that entering into middle school may be a bit overwhelming, so today we hope to make you feel a little bit more comfortable, show you around the school, meet some important people in the school, and to ease any fears or anxieties you still may be having. I know we wish we could all be in person, and we look forward to the day in which we can return to school in person. As we get closer to our return date, we will be organizing another in-person tour of the building. So stay tuned for information regarding that, as that will be forthcoming to our parents. But we look forward to that day where we can do an in-person tour. Hi, I am Lynn Franzak, your building principal. I have been fortunate to be a Dolphin for 21 years of my life. I, too, was a student of Intermediate North. I had the opportunity to teach math here, and now I've been an administrator for Toms River Schools for 16 years. This year will be my 13th year at the helm of Intermediate North. Intermediate North is lucky to have a wonderful staff of teachers to interact with our students. Intermediate North is a great place to get involved in extracurricular activities and to begin to spread your wings, so we hope that you truly get involved. For our virtual orientation today, we're going to be showing you important areas of the building and some general information about Intermediate North. We're going to get started by introducing my administrative team.
Hello everyone, welcome to Intermediate North. I wish that we were actually meeting in person, but I certainly wanted to say hello and let you know that I am Miss Lang. I'm the assistant principal for 6th grade and part of our 7th grade cycles. I will be working closely with you to help you out and make this year as exciting and wonderful as possible. I look forward to meeting all of you and hope to see everyone soon.
A big hello to our 6th graders. Welcome to Intermediate North. It's an exciting time. We're very pleased and happy to have you coming. It's going to be an interesting start to the school year as we begin virtually, but I know there'll be a day soon that we're all together. My name is Mr. Blake. I'm one of the assistant principals here at the school. I work with the 8th grade students and half of the 7th grade students. I'm beginning my 27th year with Toms River Regional Schools, and I've spent the last 20 of those as an administrator. In addition to working with the students of those grades, I also have some other responsibilities like building maintenance and custodial athletics, our student activities, assemblies, yearbook, graduation gowns, all those good things when you become an 8th grader. But I wanted to let you know I have an open door policy. And so for students, that means when we're all back together again, you're welcome every day, anytime there's an issue to come to me, come to the office, be happy to help. Parents, it also applies to you. I'm a big fan of face-to-face conferences, phone calls, anything that we need to tackle any issues that might come up. You can reach me here at the main office number at 732-505-5800, and my email address is bblake@trschools.com. So good luck and have a great year. Welcome aboard.
This is the overhead view of our building. Parents, if you're dropping your students off in the morning, we ask that you turn off of Intermediate North Way into the circle that's designated the Old Circle. This will lead your student directly into the main entrance. We will ask you to pull all the way up to the flagpole so that we can get as many cars as possible off the road at one time. Students, we ask you to exit your vehicle on the passenger side to ensure everyone's safety. Those students getting dropped off by the bus will exit on the new circle. You'll follow the path labeled in green back to our 6th grade entrance where your teachers will be waiting to welcome you and direct you to your homeroom. Here's a clearer picture of our main entrance. Parents, you can turn right by the marquee, which always includes updates and information, so please take a look at that as you are entering the property in the morning. Our new circle is the area where the buses will drop our students off in the morning, and the majority of our buses will pick our students up at the end of the day. Walkways are provided to specific entrances of our building, and staff will be out to assist our students. Our 6th grade students will follow this path from the new circle directly back to the Dwing. Teachers will be outside to help you along your way. All sixth graders will enter the building through our D-Wing entrance. As you enter the building, homerooms D1, 14, 15, 16, and 17 are immediately located in that area. The other homerooms are down the hall, and to the left, lockers are spaced throughout the hallways. Our custodial and maintenance staff have done an amazing job preparing our building for everyone's return. Your classroom teachers will make sure that the environment is encouraging, motivating, and welcoming to all students. Our child study team is also located in the D-Wing. Any student who has an IEP or is receiving any type of additional services will be working closely with our child study team members. The common area from our D-Wing will lead directly into our main hallway, which will enable students to turn right and head up into the gym area or make a left, leading them to the cafeteria, our C-Wing, and main office. There is also an entrance and exit into our gym area from our D-Wing. Each student will be assigned a teacher for physical education. Our classes meet 5 days a week, with one marking period being designated for health class. Students are required to wear a white t-shirt with their name clearly written on the back for phys ed. We also recommend sweatpants or appropriate shorts. Sneakers must be worn to participate in any of our activities. When the weather permits, our students will go outside to participate in activities. This area is known as our Commons area. The doors on the right provide access directly into our cafeteria. We also host our school play, some concerts and assemblies in the cafeteria throughout the year. An alternate view of our common area shows some of our track records and some general information shared for our students. Sports schedules and club information is also available in this area.
This next slide takes you through our cafeteria area. This particular shot is from the main area of the cafeteria looking at the stage. This stage area serves as a place for our assemblies, our presentations, our speakers, award ceremonies, and of course our yearly student theater production. During the course of a normal school day, there will be 4 lunch periods that are served here at Intermediate North. Each lunch period has roughly about 300 students. Different combinations of grades. They're all seated by cycles in their own sections. We've got a large cafeteria staff that's always willing and able. They put together a great meal and serve it in a timely fashion. There are multiple lunch lines that we can review once we get you here in person. But this would be your cafeteria area. You'll visit this once a day while you're here at Intermediate North. Pictured in this slide is your media center. Mr. Sharapa is our media center specialist, and he's available to support staff and students. Pictured in this shot is one of our 3 tech labs that are located there. We also have in the media center an amphitheater section that serves as a presentation area, and also sometimes our physical education teachers have their health classes in the amphitheater. 2 big functions that the media center plays for us. One, during your lunch period with a pass, once you eat lunch, you can use that media center pass for the second part of your lunch period to come to the media center, use the tech lab, complete any assignments you may have. And the other big popular use for the media center is actually after school. One of our clubs and activities, the homework club, is very well attended. Gives students the opportunity to do some homework, work with a few of our teachers that are on duty. You can do group work, use the computers, etc. The other big use for the media center is periodically through the year, big events are sometimes found to take place here. One in particular is the annual PTO book fair. Pictured in this slide is an area of the school we call the Commons. It is called the Commons because most parts of the school empty into this area. You have the front entrance, you have both entrances into C-Wing. The cafeteria is accessible through this area, as is the 6th grade wing and the ramp to the gymnasium area. Pictured in this slide, you'll see our nurse's office. The nurse's office is located just off the Commons area that we saw in the last slide. Our 2 school nurses, Mrs. DeSico and Mrs. Potestis, are here for all of your health services needs. Parents, this is where all information would be turned in regarding physicals, immunizations, medical information. We're blessed here at Intermediate North with 2 tremendous nurses. Here's an example of some of the sayings that you might find as you walk the hallways of Intermediate North. Our staff throughout past years has taken the time to put motivational sayings and reminders on the wall. Mrs. Franzak takes a great amount of pride in the respect that we show for each other as students and staff, and these sayings just make it a little bit brighter and nicer throughout the hallways. Well, here's a picture that probably needs no explanation, but we wanted to include this to show you what a typical intermediate school locker looks like. Locker use helps students lock their valuables, their jackets, and their books and materials safely away while they're in class. We look forward to the return to in-person learning and the ability to issue each and every one of you a locker for your personal use. Pictured in the next 4 slides are examples of what your activity classes will look like here at Intermediate North. While you were in elementary school, these classes were essentially called your specials. As you come now to the intermediate school, you'll have the option to take a wide variety of activity classes: Spanish, orchestra, music, art, life skills, technology, among others. Now, it's important to keep in mind that this activity class that you have, you'll have that for one entire marking period. The second marking period, you'll move to an entirely new activity period, the third marking period, and the fourth period. So over the course of your first year here, you'll have 4 different activity periods in 4 different subject areas. Coming to middle school at Intermediate North, you'll probably notice that it's quite a bit larger than your elementary school. Since we're a bigger school, in this slide, you'll notice a sign that says Guidance 1. That's because we also have a Guidance 2, which both help serve our students. In Guidance 1, which is located connected to the main office, you will find Miss O'Leary, our guidance coordinator, Mrs. Fabricator, one of our guidance counselors, and their administrative assistant, Miss Stotler. Moving around the corner into B-Wing, not too far from Guidance 1, is Guidance 2. In Guidance 2, we have 2 guidance counselors, Mrs. Goldwyn and Mrs. Waldron, with their administrative assistant, Mrs. Tamburello. And in this slide, you have the Intermediate North main office. The main office is located just inside the front entrance, across from the cafeteria. Housed here are the 4 administrative secretaries and your 3 administrators, Mrs. Franzak, myself, and Miss Lang. This is oftentimes one of the busiest places in the school. There's a student phone for use here in the event that you need to make any contact with your parents. And parents, when visiting after signing in, this will be your first stop if you have business that brings you into school once we return to in-person instruction.
I would again like to thank our parents and students for taking time to take a look at our virtual orientation today. Please don't ever hesitate to ask questions or inform us of any concerns you may have throughout the school year. You can always turn to our district and school website for information, school calendars, and events. We will also post our daily announcements and sports cancellations that we may have, so take a look at that. We want to thank you again and we look forward to starting our school year on September 8th. And we look forward to seeing our students when we return to in-person instruction. We wish all of you a successful school year, and don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thanks, everyone. Have a great one.